What are you doing? There we go. Now, especially in recent years, I'm not a magical age of womanhood where my blood turns to lava. But yeah, I mean, we do adjust to these different heats and climates. So if you are moving and stuff, I've got used to the heat and I've got used to it. But it's gone cold now, so it's kind of gone to like British temperature. So yeah, I could see my breath in the air this morning. That's how cold it was. So I was like, yeah, I might need to put a jacket on now. This is why I'm not wearing shorts this morning. I'm wearing my my jeans again. So. The shorts have gone away now. It's gone too cold to keep wearing them, so yeah. It's too chillies. Actually, the first time yesterday we actually put the heating back on. So but I tell you what, the heating in this house, you turn it on for 5 minutes and boom, the temperature's right, you just turn it off. So which is kind of good for our heating bill because we won't be spending much, let's put it that way. And then it lasts quite hot for like a good amount of time. And the good thing is, because we're above somebody as well, because the heat from downstairs rises, most of the time we don't even need to put the heating on. It's the great thing about it. Save on the billage. New haircut, chef. Yeah, had a cheeky trim yesterday. Little cheeky trim. It was getting a little bit long around my ears. And it was doing my head in. Quite literally, no puns there. But yeah, I had a haircut. Yes, cool font, as yesterday was being glorious. Testing. It's finally approved. What's been approved? What are we on about now? Sorry, I'm jumping in the middle of conversation again. First time my wife and I got to Texas was last year during Hurricane Harvey, so we had a false impression of the weather. We moved there, and this year it was the hottest summer on record. Yeah, we haven't, to be honest with you, I don't think just there is having bizarre weather. There's a lot of places that are having bizarre weather. Even the UK are having bizarre weather. Even Europe are having quite strange weather. So it's not just in one place. It's actually pretty much going everywhere. Is having quite a lot of crazy weather lately. So apparently we're supposed to have a really bad winter this year over here in the US and UK. And I don't know, we're supposed to have bad winter all round. Apparently. So they say. But they say a lot of things, you know. They say a lot of things. Oh, you updated your emote. Oh, awesome. That is a cool emote. I'm not going to lie. Egg does not really cook like you think, but here it is. This is one. You could always link that on Discord for me, Tom. I can check it out later. If that's okay. If that's okay, buddy. Also, guys, don't forget to enter the straw poll, exclamation mark poll. That is there for you guys. And also, we're still doing the bean boozles. We're only one sub away from a bean. I'm just saying. Shh, it's okay, you didn't hear anything. But, yeah, $10 as well for a bean, or maybe 1,000 biddies. But yeah, we're still doing them. Oh, they come up to the boil again. Take it off. Strain them off. So this is the 4th time. Back into water. Cold water it goes. There we go. Venice is still flooded with hail. Is it hail? So there was like icy rivers in the sheets. That's crazy. See, we're not the only place. There's places around the world that's going crazy weathers. What are you making for, chef? Full English breakfast of... I spoke too soon, didn't I? I really spoke too soon, didn't I? Never mind.
Love watching you.
Hey, Red to the beard, wifey. Thank you so much for the 2 months. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy watching the stream. It's lovely to have you here. You know what that means now. That's 5 subs, so that means cheeky bean time. It's okay. It's only 1. It's not exactly 10 or something, is it? So we should be fine. But thank you so much for the resub for 2 months, buddy. What colour would you like to go on the board as well? Let me know and we can get you on there. No problemos. Let me just shuffle a few things around so I can get my flour in the cupboard. Put that one away. What's the other one? Oh, actually, I'll keep this other one out just in case I need any excess if it gets too wet. Should be fine. But yeah, red. What colour? Purple, please. Alrighty. Let's get you on as a cheeky purple, shall we? Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. See, I always speak way too soon. It's all good, though. Red to the beard wifey. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, should we leave this camera on, I guess? Get the wheel up. Rip taste buds. I know, right? Tell me about it. Maybe I'll get something nice. Maybe I'll get something clean today. What's the wheel? Oh, it's there. What do we get? I suppose whatever choice you get, it's still going to be rough. To be fair, the juicy pear, this is probably like not the greatest choice because I hate juicy pear and the booger's obviously nasty, so the juicy pear doesn't taste very, very nice at all. So either way, it's still going to taste bad to me. Ugh. Hey, I'm new here. Wanted to say this stream is awesome. Banjos, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And how is your wonderful Friday going? Welcome to the stream, my friend. It's lovely to have you here. And hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome. I love the mushroom you've drawn on the board. What mushroom? Oh, those mushrooms there. Just the little mushrooms there. And then we got the mince pies. Oh. There they are. Right. As much as I want it to be pear, they're both disgusting, so whatever I'm rooting for, it's going to be bad, so. But booger is way worse. It's booger. It's not pear. Oh, it's salty as well. Oh my god, that's nasty. That is nasty. Oh my god, don't tell me I've got no water. It's okay. Oh, that's nasty. I'm new to the streaming, so I just was wondering, do you ever cook? I don't understand. I do cook. But don't take this show as a, oh, let's make something. As in, like, try and compare it to, like, real life cooking. I spend a lot of time communicating to my community. We do cook, but it's more of a long process kind of show. I spend a lot of time answering questions, helping people, and going through things in fine detail. So exactly why am I doing things? Why is it done this way? And the reasons why, and so on and so forth. So just in case. Shani, what's up? Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Right, where's the... Let's switch this back over. But yeah, don't expect it to be like a quick cooking show that takes like 20 minutes to watch. That's not what we're all about. More spending time about answering questions and speaking to communities and things. So. You go to culinary school? Yes. I suppose. Actually, I've got a little clip instead of me explaining every single thing about me. But I think Hans did it the other day. A little bit about me. I am a professional chef. I've been a professional chef for 14 years. Quite a long time. But I'm not self-taught. Well, no. I've learned my trade from college and experience over the years. But there's a little clip there to give you a little info on what I've been up to. Working in the UK. Even worked for Chef Ramsay at one point. Celebrities. Been pretty cool. Inner World, thank you for the follow. How you doing today? How's things? And electricity doesn't exist in my headphones. Why is your headphones not working, Shani? Right, so that's come up to the boil again. So what we're going to do is pass that. Pop them straight back into the pan. So that's the, what, 5th time? So it's going to be the 6th, is it? Or 5th? I think it's going to be the 5th. Right, so we pop that back onto the heat. Bring that back up with the boil. So we're going to... Basically, we're boiling this 10 times. Why are you boiling it 10 times? So the peel is quite bitter. If you boil it up to 10 times, what you're doing is kind of reducing the bitterness. You're taking the bitterness out of the peel. So that's why we're doing it. And then we're going to coat it in some sugar. And we're going to cook it down in some syrup. And then we can chop it up so it'll be nice and candied. Who would win? Don't know. Who knows? Who knows, young? Who knows? Anyway, so we need a little bit of salt in here. But anyway, thank you for the subs. And thank you so much for the support, guys. Hope you enjoyed the cheeky bean. I certainly didn't. I certainly didn't. Matt, do you want me to speak to you again? I'm only joking, buddy. Ramsay Woodman, because he would scream all the time. John Till goes running out of his room. I never really kind of break under pressure. Under pressure, I just carry on. So I could have somebody screaming down my ear. I just won't flinch. It's fine. Maybe I'll be pooing my pants, but you wouldn't know about it. But, you know. You can have somebody screaming at me as much as you want. I won't flinch or won't do anything. I'll just carry on doing my work. Were you crying earlier? Because in the thumbnail, it looks like you do. When was that? What thumbnail? You mean from the clip? Maybe I was chopping up onions. Maybe I was having an emotional day. Maybe somebody was throwing a little bit of love. I don't know. Who knows? He ate a bad bean. Oh, yeah. You mean just a minute ago? Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Tasted like boogers. Disgusting. Yes, I do, Chef. Matt, you're hilarious. You're hilarious, good sir. Right, I was looking for salt, wasn't I? Because I haven't got a huge... Well, technically I have got salt, but just not my mold-on salt, which I want. So, I got the other stuff, which is fine. I should have enough for today. Alright, little picture. Little picture, little pinch, sorry. Can I post a picture if you want? Go for it. I mean, we got Discord as well. If you want to post stuff on Discord, you can do. Discord's easy to find, and you can follow it, join it. You don't have to be subbed. That is there. Also, while I'm at the chat, also feel free to enter the giveaway. £10, $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. That is there. Anyone can enter it, but if you're subbed, you do get a few more cheeky points. But also, if you want to support me, you can retweet the Twitter posts. And also, one last thing. Please feel free to enter the poll because it's Community Friday today. So please feel free to vote for your favourite dish for next Friday. Are you making Xmas pie first? No, we're not making the Christmas pies. We're making the Christmas pie filling, Matt. We've already made it, but I'm just waiting for the mixed peel. So if you haven't seen it already, that's fine, buddy. That's okay. But we already made it first thing earlier this morning. So the Xmas pie mix is right here. So we got fresh suet, currants, raisins, golden raisins. We got apple brandy in there. We got apple juice, orange juice. We got lots of lovely things in there from ground cinnamon, a little bit of ground clove, a little bit of ground nutmeg in there as well. Lemon zest, orange juice, lemon juice. We've got one whole apple diced up as well. The suet as well from the fresh fat. So there's lots of lovely flavours going on in there. And I'll tell you what, that smells like Christmas right down to the tree to me. It smells so delicious. But yeah. So, looks so good. It is. I guarantee by the time December comes, this should be looking good. So this is more of a quick kind of mix if you want to make a nice fresh one. But you can do it if you want to make a yearly one with a lot more flavor in it. I suppose you could do it at the start of the year and start jarring it up. But I didn't. I usually do this a month before and it comes out. I tell you what, the flavor's fantastic. So honestly, I don't have any issues. Reputation of English cuisine is not really good internationally. What do you think? I think it's a load of baloney. Whatever country you're from, it doesn't necessarily mean your country's got bad food. We have got some fantastic British produce, British meals, British foods. I think a lot of those people probably might have not found those places. Same goes for like America. There's places out there that do homemade, delicious meals that they make fantastic. Same with any other country. So I honestly think every culture background, you're kind of biased on the opinion because you're comparing it to your own culture background. And I suppose if you go back to your like kind of childhood favorites, that's what you like. So just because a different culture is different and you're not used to it, doesn't mean it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? I hope so. But yeah, there's a lot of Europeans that don't like British food. I always hear a lot of Europeans like complain about British food. It's not good. I mean, I don't know where they eat, or what they eat. But I could say the same thing about European food, you know? But it's not. There's some fantastic European food. There's some fantastic British food. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's going to have different taste buds. Everyone's going to have different opinions. That's fine. But I think it's a load of baloney. All personal opinion. I'm sounding more and more American, right? Are you guys proud of me? Saying the word baloney. So happy. Tried kidney pie. Not a fan of it, but I tried it. That's fair enough. You know, maybe some things you don't like, and you just got to try these things, guys. You know, there's nothing wrong with... You don't have to like everything. You don't have to be... Oh, I like this. I like that. You know, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Everyone's different in their own unique way, and that's absolutely fine. Flavors and food preferences are fully personal. It is. It does come down to personal taste. And I think a lot is to do with it, as I said before, is to do with your childhood and your background of your culture and what you've experienced. Just because you've tried food that you've not experienced before, I think people get a little bit scared of trying new and different flavored foods. And maybe that's why they don't like it. They're like, oh, I don't want to try it. Try it. Try new foods, guys. Step outside the box. Order something off the menu that you wouldn't usually order. You might be pleasantly surprised. I think a lot of people are just very scared of stepping outside the box sometimes. Because they're scared of, oh, that was a waste of money. You know, they don't want to. They're going out for a meal. They want to enjoy their meal. But, you know. Thanks for the answer. I agree with you. There you go. You're most welcome, my friend. You're most welcome. But that's my opinion. I mean, even if you didn't agree with me, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. Definitely, for sure. Do you hope to keep or lose the accent? I'm hoping to keep my cheeky British accent, but we'll see. I guess somebody said to me the other day, like, Chef, you're starting to lose it. I was like, no, I'm not. No, never. But we'll see as time goes on, I guess. For a crumb... Sorry, words can be hard. From a culinary standpoint, I try to eat at least, or try everything once, except ball out. What's ball out? What do you mean by ball out kitchen? Didn't quite get that one, but yeah, it's you got to try new things, guys. You got it. Can I order your food, please, chef? I mean, yeah, but I'm not guaranteed freshness, and I'd have to make sure you sign a disclaimer because if you get ill due to it going off due to transport, that's not my fault. Just saying. Just don't lose your laugh. Still forming chicken embryo. Oh my goodness me, it's hilarious. Right, okay. So we've got salt in here. Got the flour, plain flour, wholemeal or whole wheat, if you want to call it. 350 ml of warm water. The yeast is in there. Get it in. Delicious. Oh, wow, that sink's turning a little hot. Let me just... Ah, it's very hot because it's had hot boiling water in there. Undo the plug. Oh, well, at least my hand's sterilised now. That's the most important thing, right? You better not lose it, chef. Stay English trader. Hey, I will always probably classify myself as British because that's the longest. I've been there for 30 years. 30 years of my life I have been in the UK, so I classify myself as British. Even by the time I'm 60, to kind of compare the difference, still probably call myself British for the rest of my life, so don't worry, I don't turn my back on my my home country. Right, so have you come across any inherently American types of foods like Cajun, Southern, Navajo, etc. That's surprised to enjoy? I'm a sucker for like Navajo and fried bread, personally. I mean, I've tried some stuff, but I haven't been here too long. I would love to like go exploring in like different states and trying different cultured foods. That would be amazing. But when I get enough like time and money to kind of go traveling a little bit around the States, I'll love to do it. But currently, I've tried some of obviously the New Mexican cuisine, and I tell you what, there's some fantastic, beautiful food, some very nice, authentic backgrounds and cooking and meals, and wow, it's an eye opener. It really is. There's some really good. Delicious foods that you can come across, and it's just going out and trying them more than anything. But yeah, so far the New Mexico cuisine, I've been blown away. It's been pretty damn good. Come to Idaho, we have all the fast foods you can dream of. I'm not a huge fan of fast food, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like chains like McDonald's and stuff like that, and you would never ever catch me really eating in there. The only kind of chain I suppose I would kind of say that was alright, I guess, would probably be Five Guys for like a burger, but you never catch me in like In-N-Out or McDonald's, any of those crappy ones, to be fair. Sorry if I've upset you, if you love McDonald's or you love In-N-Out, but I think they're crap. There you go. You'll have to deal with it now, I'm sorry, okay? I think we tried In-N-Out once before, never again. It was disgusting. One of the worst burgers I've ever come across. But yeah, just as bad as McDonald's, I'd say. My personal opinion, if you tried either of them, I couldn't tell the difference because it was so vile. In-N-Out's amazing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kitchen Confidence. But I gotta disagree. But you can still keep your opinion. If you love In-N-Out, that's fine. But I really didn't like it. I thought it was awful. Maybe I've been spoiled with amazing burgers in my lifetime. But to give me something as awful as that, I was kind of insulted, with all honesty. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're entitled to our opinions. We you know, even if you do like McDonald's or you like In-N-Out, that's fine. But I honestly, I don't like them. Yeah, I figured. I ain't upset. I think most people know they're not good, but it's cheap and quick usually. Yeah, but even then, I think, you know, regardless of cheap and quick, there's so many better options with that kind of price. And, you know, I'd rather find something a bit better than that. Maybe a family-run home business making proper, authentic burgers. And, you know, the price, it's not going to be that much different. It's going to be probably about the same, or maybe just a little bit more. And I'd rather go find something like that, you know? I'm more about home cooking, family foods, or, you know, like little hidden gems in the city or towns that are little businesses that do things right. Do you know what I mean? Those are the kind of foods I love. I just can't stand chains. I'm not a big fan of them. I'm sorry, guys. They're just crap churned out with more crap, basically. That's what you get from a chain, majority of the time. Not all chains, though. Fair point, Chef. I grew up on social and In-N-Out. See, this is my point. This is my perfect point about earlier on what I was saying. Like, It's all to do with your background and your experience and what you've grown up with. That's why a lot of people are like, they like certain things. And probably there's some things that I like, which are probably a bit crappy, that you guys will be like, oh, chef, why? How can you eat that? Do you know what I mean? It's like Marmite for me. Some of you guys like hate Marmite. It's my background. It was my kind of thing I grew up with, and something I really like to have on toast. And, you know, some of you guys might be like, ooh, that's disgusting. We all have different flavors. There's nothing wrong with it, honestly. But yeah. See, you can't stand Five Guys. See, exactly, that's my point. Everyone has different opinions. But yeah. The only reason I don't like KFC or McDonald's and stuff, number one, without blowing my own trumpet, I could probably make better. And second of all, the chemicals they put in there, I don't know what it does to my stomach. It churns my stomach up really rotten. It doesn't give me tummy ache or anything, but it gives me like this kind of burning sensation. It's not pleasant. So I've kind of stopped eating those places that have those kind of chemicals in the foods. So I try and keep it homemade or authentic as best as I can. So yeah, they don't play well with me. Banjo, did I say thank you for the follow earlier on? If not, I am now. And also 69, Tipsy, and Colias. Is it Colias? Thank you so much for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day, everyone. Right. But yeah, we all like different things, so... And there's no right and wrong. Just because I say it's rubbish, you know? If it's something you've grown up with and you're used to, you know, that's fair enough. But I just don't like those poorly chains that do churn out crap. It just doesn't sit well with me. I've always been growing up, my background, my mum has always made me home-cooked food. She's always made me a home-cooked meal every day. It's never, ever been, you know, she's always put effort into things. This is the same for me. I like to do things from scratch. I like to make homemade food all the time because it's my background. It's what I've grown up with. I love making food. And, you know, I've always got time. Even when I have kids, like, say I've done like a 10, 12-hour shift. I don't care. I'll come home and I'll cook them a homemade meal. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care how much effort I've got to put into it. I'll still make them a decent food or a decent meal at the end of the day. I will not give them crap. Hey, Chef. How you doing today? Welcome back, Amber. How's it going? Sorry, I get very passionate sometimes, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm very passionate about food. And I'm also passionate about helping people as well to learn how to cook as well. Can you adopt me? Alf. That's really nice. I come from a similar family and always had mom's food. Yeah. I'm sure you guys, most of you, do you know what I feel really sorry for? There are some kids out there probably who haven't had the background of home-cooked foods. And I feel really sorry for them because they haven't experienced those foods. And they haven't developed a palate and they think maybe eating cheap, crappy chain foods is the best way to go. Maybe. I don't know. I'd love to one day have a school and teach little ones. You gotta go down to the root of the problem. Teach the little ones about home cooking. Teaching them how to cook for themselves. You start doing that, generations to come, they'll start teaching their kids and so on and so forth. I mean, not everyone's going to do it, don't get me wrong, but I'm sure there's people who do want to do it. That's eventually what I want to do. Kind of help people, help little youngsters start learning about food, learning about it, how to cook. So far I've done well with curry. Many times. Last thing I cooked was fudge, but I used something wrong and it never solidified. Did you have enough butter in there? Do you have enough butter to help it set? Sometimes some people use chocolate as well in fudge, but depends on what flavors you're doing, I guess. I know exactly what you mean. When we ate strictly food that I made, my wife and I felt healthier, more energetic, but when we'd have a takeout or something, we'd feel sluggish and heavy. That's very true. Even though, right, you're making homemade foods, maybe sometimes it might be a little less unhealthy. Like, say, for example, you're making a chicken and mushroom pie with puff pastry. But I tell you what, you probably have more beneficial nutritional factors than the takeaways with the chemicals and the sugars and stuff in them. So technically, it is healthier still having puff pastry and still having that homemade pie. And it's probably actually do you more good than harm, with all honesty. As long as you're not eating it every day. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Jeff, you and I have very similar goals. I'd like to have a chat sometime with you when you're not busy. Admiral of you. I appreciate it, Kitchen. Yeah, of course. You can always chat to me anytime. Anytime. Just give me a PM. You can always chat. It's amazing to have passion. Pulls out our remarkable abilities. It does. It does. I think my passion... Yeah, I love food. I really love food. But I think my love and passion... It's got to be helping people. If I hear somebody in chat like, Chef, thank you so much for the recipe, or Chef, thank you for the ideas, or thank you for the dinner came out amazing. Do you know what? I've had a good day. I feel good because I like helping people. That's what I love doing. Right, that bread is looking smooth and delicious. So we've given it about 10-15 minutes while I was chitter-chatting, giving it a good knead. So whenever you're kneading, guys. So if you're not too sure how to knead bread. Let me just wash my hands and I can show you. If you're not too sure how to knead bread, it's very simple, it's very easy. All you need to do is actually use the heel of your hands. So if you were watching me, what I was doing is actually using these. I am holding onto the bread, but I'm using the heels. The heel of your hand is what kneads the bread. So if you're like, oh, I don't know how to knead the bread, that's all you need. These. That's what makes bread. Right, that's good to go. Whoop. Pop this back into the bowl. They don't need to wash it out. That's fine. It's absolutely fine because we're going to put it back in there. It's the same dough, same thing. So let's pop him back in. Now you can like kind of oil it a little bit if the cling film sticks sometimes, but I should be fine. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. And cling this bad boy up tight. Right, it's boiling again, the peels. Drain them off. So this should be the 7th time or 8th time. So we're not too far off. Not too far off with these peels. Watch your fingers. Cold water, back up to the boil again. Awesome. Soon, my mates took me at Taco Bell. My mouth was dripping. Oh dear. Jeff, you gave me so much ideas in the past. I used it for my cooking tests. Really? How do you mean, like, cooking tests? What cooking test was that, Trick? What was that? Right, cling film. I just put it away, didn't I? You donut. Back and forth, Chef goes. It's okay. Jeff, have you ever tried Gordon Ramsay's cooking? Well, obviously, I used to do kind of his recipes, obviously, for when I used to work for him. So, obviously, I have. But I have my own style of cooking, my own kind of, you know, my own kind of foods, my own kind of recipes and things. So, yes, but I don't really use them for anything. I guess it's more, do you know when you adapt knowledge and you adapt cooking methods and things? I guess it is obviously some part of me, I do some kind of cooking his style, but, you know, it's when you start developing your own skills or developing your own style is kind of a, you know, different situation, isn't it? But yeah, of course, I've done it before. Oh, you're a culinary student in Singapore. I had no idea, Trick Mercy. I'm so glad I've kind of helped you with that. I always say that to anyone as well. Anyone want any help? I know I've helped some people in the past, and they PM me and help them get through some of their culinary degrees or whatever it is. But you guys only want any advice, or if you don't know how to approach people at work, just give me a PM and I'll help you, like how to lay out an email, how to approach people for like looking for work, maybe getting work experience. So, I mean, I've done it tons of times in the past, and it's easy. It's nothing too difficult. It's nothing scary. It's dead simple. So yeah, if you want any help with that, PM me. It's easy peasy. Right. Also, guys, have we voted for the straw poll yet? If you haven't, get voting for it. Exclamation mark straw poll. Oh, no. Exclamation mark poll, not straw poll. Forget the straw. P-O-L-L, exclamation mark in front of it. Please start voting for it, guys. Thank you, Kitchen. I appreciate it, buddy. And please vote for next Friday's delicious dish, whichever it may be. Let's give this all a bit of a wipe up. So, that's the wholemeal bread ready for the English cheeky breakfast. How's my pork defrosting? It's actually defrosting pretty quick, so we should be alright by the time I get round to it. So, that's good. Good stuffs. I have. Awesome, Matt. Good stuff. I love watching Chef cook, but I hate cooking myself because I honestly can't cook to save my life. There's no such thing as can't cook. There is either cook or won't cook. It's simple. There's no such thing as can't. I mean, unless you're disabled or impaired with something, and obviously you might struggle a little bit, yes. But there's no such thing as you can't cook. Anyone can cook. Anyone can do anything. As long as you put your mind to it and you're willing, you want to do it. You can cook. Anyone can do it. More practice, the better you get at things. Don't feel like you can cook like a professional chef when you first start out. It doesn't work like that. I certainly didn't start off like that. I used to mess things up all the time. All the time. And that's how you learn. That's how you progress. And that's how you like push yourself forward. So, honestly, don't beat yourself up if you mess something up. So it's actually a good thing. Really good thing, because you're learning. Who's your favourite British chef? I don't really have a favourite. I like all chefs because they got all different types of cooking styles. I mean, I quite liked Tom Kerridge, but that was more about... He does lovely food, really good food, but more of his kind of attitude to people. He's very calm, very kind-natured kind of guy. I don't know, that's a hard one. I guess I quite respect Rick Stein, especially for like kind of fish. He's a fantastic guy who knows a hell of a lot about like cooking and fish dishes. So I'd say like I have got a lot of respect for Rick Stein, I guess. Those old kind of chefs. There are some amazing chefs out there that I could name, but I could stand here all day naming them. But I don't think I've got a favourite, to be honest with you, Whitey. How you doing today, anyway? It's good to see you. Well, I can, but I'm awful at it. That's how you start off, though, identity. I started off awful, but as long as you're willing to learn and push through that, you can become really good. Well, you might not figure a figure in British fine dining necessarily. I've always really liked Simon Majumdar's attitude on food and people. I never heard of him, but maybe if I saw his face, I might know him. But yeah, it's always nice to have maybe somebody who's positive or influenced in food for sure. Maybe I was an idiot. He does some really nice foods. I'm not gonna lie, he's a really good guy and he does some amazing foods, but there's that one thing that really annoyed me, which I thought hypocrite all over, was the... I've already told you this before, but he's a fantastic chef, but I just wish he would kind of... don't preach about something and then do something else and get a sponsorship with, like, pre-made sauces. Bit of a joke, but it's okay. He's a fantastic chef regardless, though. But I think he kind of... I'm guessing he probably regretted doing that. But honestly, he does come up with some fantastic dishes. I don't think he's an idiot. He's very clever at what he does, and he produces some really good honest food. And he does care about people, or I feel like he does at least. Are we talking about the Knorr? No. He was preaching about years and years about like sugars and pre-made sauces, and then he took out I think a sponsorship with Patek's pre-made curry sauce, which I think is, you know, Bit of a hypocrite, isn't it, really? Why preach about something and then you go get a sponsorship with something that you don't agree with? I don't know. I personally think he's a bit silly doing that, but yeah. No, yeah, Nor was with Marco Pierre White. Nor isn't that bad. I mean, I'd still make my own stocks, but they're only after money, aren't they? You don't blame them, to be fair. I used to use Patek's tikka masala sauce back in the day. I never will. I always made my sauces from scratch. Always. I never buy those kind of things. Yes, I get them for like kind of quick and convenience, but they have far too much sugar in them. I mean, if they were ones that were like, yes, we're made authentic sauces and they're reduced and we don't have barely any sugars in them, then maybe I'd think about it. But even then, I'd still rather make my own. You can still taste the difference between homemade and pre-packed crap. I find it interesting that Marco became a spokesman for Nor. It's very interesting, it is. Bring back the potato smileys. Oh my goodness me. Savage. Right, we need one more boil after this, and then we're going to add the sugar to it for the candied peel. We're going to cook that down for a bit, and then once that is done, we're going to crack on with the rest of the full English that we're making. So, what else can I make? I've already got the bread done, so that's good. I could probably start making, like, slicing up the mushrooms. Oh, hash browns would be good, but I kind of want to save that, like, kind of for last minute. Actually, we can start with the baked beans, to be fair. The baked beans would probably be a good start, so let's crack on with this. I need to do a little bit of washing up, so give me a couple of minutes. I'm just going to do some washing up, and then we can start that. So, yeah. Right. Where is the plug? Do some quick wishy-washies. Just get my board nice and clean so I can start chopping on it. So with these baked beans that we're going to make, we're going to have some onions in there. We're going to get some garlic. I've also got some pinto beans that I'm going to use. I mean, you can use any kind of beans. You can even use kidney beans. You can... whatever takes your fancy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all down to kind of personal preference, in all honesty. But I'm going to use pinto beans today. Oh, bubbles. The magic. But yeah, we're also going to have some, a little bit of vinegar, some mustard. I'm going to use a little bit of corn syrup instead of honey, but not too much. What else are we going to have in there? Cayenne pepper, Worcestershire sauce, very small amounts. We've got to be careful with the sugars in this, but, and then obviously, oh my God, there's bubbles flying everywhere. But yeah, pretty much it. But those peels smell insane right now. Yeah, it smells a lot of citrus flavors kind of lurking about in the kitchen. So, yeah, it smells really, really good. Really, really good. It smells like Christmas. Alright, exclamation mark poll if you haven't entered already, guys. P-O-L-L, exclamation mark in front. Thanks, kitchen. I appreciate it, buddy. Right, they come up to the boil again. And then the next one, I'm going to fill them up with water, and we're going to add some sugar to it. Probably a little bit less water, so we can turn it into a syrup. You got your vote in. Top beans. What's winning, guys? What's at number one? What's taking the lead? Is it still the faux soup? Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. As soon as I put that on there, I was like, we're doing that next Friday. What?
Dishes.
Dishes Lil, how's it going? How you doing? Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it. How's things with you today? You doing well? How's the, how are you recovering? Are you recovering okay? I'm sure you're doing fine, but I always like to ask, you know, it's always nice to ask, right? Whoa, watch the knife, chef. Easy, easy, easy. There you go. Put him in the sink. The draining board, sorry. Made further in an instant pot. It came out pretty well. Fair enough, fair enough. Ayos, I'm only on my last day of leave. Oh, are you? This is the last day today. How are you feeling? Are you feeling a lot better now and you feel good? You'll go back to work on Monday. And, oh, you're not ready. Oh dear. Well, I hope you get better soon or feel better. I mean, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, you're gonna have to take more time, I guess, right? But it can be a little bit frustrating or worrying when, like, are you gonna need to take more time off? You know, it can be tough. But I hope you get to heal up a bit more. Yeah, sometimes it can be annoying, especially with, like, if you get leave off work just because you're not well. Sure, you can speak to your manager and they'd understand, really. Just explain them the situation and maybe they can give you a bit more or something, I don't know. So there's some internal nerve regeneration happening, so that's flipping hurts. That sucks. So what do you do as, like, work-wise? Is it kind of physical, the work that you do, or... If you don't mind me asking, that is. As long as I'm not priving too much. Right, so I'm going to drain this last bit off. That's all nice and clean. We can start these beans as well, so... Turn this down a bit. Sounds painful. It does sound painful. I remember when I had a slip disc in my back, and the amount of pain I was going through for 2 years. I had it for 2 years. The reason why I had it so long was because they refused to give me an MRI scan. And I said to them, I need an MRI scan. And they were like, we're not giving you one. I was like, they said, it's just sciatica. I was like, no. There is something seriously wrong because I'm in a severe amount of pain. 2 years, right? NHS for you. But yeah, I was literally fighting with them to get an MRI scan. And they were like, you don't need one. And when I did get one and they found out I had a slip disc, I think somebody got fired for it. I was like, well, that's what you get for being a dumbass. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I certainly knew there was something wrong with me. But yeah, unfortunately. But I was in a severe amount of pain, and the amount of pain that was going down my leg was just not even funny. Some days I'd be in the middle of the road collapsed because it was that much pain. I was like, I can't come into work. Why? I'm sitting in the middle of the road and I can't get up. So yeah, it's not good. Oh yeah, it's some real pain. I know that for that too well. I'm an analyst and in the financial industry, so it's very sedentary. But that means that brings our squish together for like 8 hours a day. So what, a lot of sitting then, is it? I'm guessing for your, like, you need to do exercises and keep kind of, you know, flexible and moving slightly, right? Hospitals in Britain suck. Also, I do feel chef on that one. Yeah, I mean, there's some great hospitals. I mean, not all hospitals suck, but where I was, oh my god, I could have done a better job than them. Let's put it that way. And I'm not even a certified doctor. And there's also a daily 2-hour commute on public transport. See, that's quite a long commute, Lil. 2 hours, my goodness me. Yeah, I had surgical surgery, so there's some nerve endings everywhere. I'm guessing it's very tender then, where the nerve endings are, so that can be very painful. Yeah, when you get pain from nerve, it's not pleasant. It does hurt, and it's not a good thing to have. A bit of surgery. That's fair enough. But I hope things kind of like stop hurting and kind of. It took me, when I had my back done, I mean, obviously not quite the same thing, but obviously it's still to do with nerves. It took me a good year for me to. I had to take like nearly 8 months off till I could start working again, because my back was just. It was just so tender. It was so painful. I was doing regular exercise, obviously daily, but it took me a while to get back on my feet. It really did. It sucks. But the thing is, what you need to bear in mind as well, everyone heals differently. Everyone recovers quicker than others. Some recover slower. So if you try and compare yourself with somebody else, you can't do that. You've got to kind of realize that maybe you might recover slowly. You might recover a bit faster than others. So you just kind of need to bear in mind, everyone recovers differently. So if you ever like recovering from a surgery, try and not worry too much. Like, oh no, Jack and Jill recovered like 2 months and I'm on my 3rd month and I'm still bad. So don't stress yourself about it. We all recover kind of quicker or slower, whichever it is. Yeah, minimum recovery is like 6 weeks, but it takes like a year to go fully back to normal. Yeah, exactly. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. With nerves, they do take a long time to kind of heal. I mean, I'm no doctor, but it's what I've kind of learned and been told. Obviously, with my back and nerves and stuff. So, you know, you guess you learn as you go, as time goes on. I'm going back to my work though in my 5th week. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, try it out. I guess that's the best thing you can do, is just try it, see how your day goes and see how you feel, you know? If it was really that excruciating pain or really that uncomfortable, then try and get more time off, I guess. But if not, try it out and see how you feel, I guess. Would be my best advice. But I hope you recover soon though, Lil, and hope everything's okay with you. Either way. Whew. Dr. Chef streaming on his birthday. Hey, it's not my birthday. Don't go saying stuff like that, because chat goes crazy and they're like, oh, Chef's birthday. Happy birthday. I'm no doctor. I'm no doctor. I'm just going off my life experiences of what I've been told or taught. So, you know, I guess that's all I can say. For the next Doctor Who. Who? Who are you on about? I don't know what you're on about. Guys are crazy. Guys are crazy, I'm telling you. Right, so we got a fair bit of sugar in there, so we're turning this into like a syrup. So we're going to whack that up, and we're going to let that cook down for about half an hour, 20 minutes. Drain them off, and then we're going to chop them up, and then we're going to chuck them into the mince pie mix. So, for people who are joining us today, right, what we're making, we're kind of doing a little bit of both. So, we're doing the full English breakfast, yes, of course, but we also started making our mince pie mix ready for today for December. So we're not making mince pies today, but this is for December. So we've got lots of lovely flavors in there. We've got apple brandy in there, apple juice, orange juice. We've also got orange zest, lemon zest, the orange juice from the fresh oranges, lemon juice as well. We've got brown sugar in there. We've got raisins, we've got currants, we've got golden raisins. We've got a whole apple diced up. We've got the suet that I had some fresh beef fat, which was ground down from the butchers. So we've used some of that, about 500 grams. What else have I got in there? Ground cinnamon, a very small amount of ground clove and a ground nutmeg as well. So there's some really lovely, lovely flavors in there. So we're getting that ready for December. So that is almost done. I just need some mixed peel, so I'm making my own mixed peel. So I've boiled those skins down for about 10 times. They're now in the water. So basically, cook them down once, drain them, put them back in, cold water, bring them back up to the boil. Repeat the process for 11 times, 10 times, just to take the bitterness out of the peels. Now I've just put them back on the stove with loads of sugar to make kind of a syrup. I'm just going to cook them in the syrup for about 20 minutes. I'm going to drain them off, then we're going to dice them up, and then we're going to chop them, put them in here once they cool down. So yeah, that's pretty much good to go. Woo! Mouthfuls. And obviously, we're doing the English full breakfast as well. So, wholemeal bread. We're going to make a bread loaf. It's on top of the oven. Fridge. And we've also got bacon. Now, I can't get medallions of bacon. That would be a great, healthier option because it's less fat. But we've got streaky smoked hickory. I'm going to make my own sausages if the meat defrosts, which is getting there. Almost there. We're also going to do some homemade baked beans, which we're going to do next. And we're also going to do some hash browns, mushrooms, and tomatoes. And I think that's it. Oh, poached egg as well, instead of fried. So hopefully you guys will like it. We'll see. Hey, Chef. What's up? Hi, people. A little sick. Oh, dear. Are you doing blood puddings? I'm not doing blood pudding because we can't get hold of it. But there's not a lot of healthy options with that anyway. It's pretty fatty and not very good for you anyhow. But I could try to get hold of some, but I couldn't get any. So we're not doing blood pudding today, or we call it black pudding. But no black pudding for today. But yeah, I hope you feel better. I hope you get well soon. But what have we been up to, Chef? What have we been up to? Okay, fine. Dr. Chef streaming on his, what is it? 2nd week anniversary. What do you mean 2nd week anniversary? Oh. You mean from the wedding? Yeah. I'd say this is... What was it? Hold on. The 19th, right? Before I say yes and no. Actually, yeah, 2 weeks ago today I got married. So, yeah. Second week, sorry. Right, where was I? Also, if you haven't...
What's your sole purpose in this army?
To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant.
God damn it, Trump!
Okay, I think the notifications are working now. Trina Ballerina, how's it going? Thank you so much for the beautiful raid. How are you doing today? How's things with you? Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Also, guys, if you're not following Working Chef, go give some love, some follows. And also, Trina, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? What have you been doing? Did you have a lovely time streaming? What have you been up to? Oh, food and drink. What delightful deliciousness were you doing? What delightful deliciousness were you making today? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Today, we are making ourselves, well, we're in the process of making the mince pie mix, which we've already done. That's in the fridge. We've also doing some homemade candy peels to chop up to go in there as well. And we're also doing a full English, slightly healthier breakfast today. So we're making wholemeal bread, making a loaf. It's on top of the fridge. Also got some bacon.
Run, Forrest,
We've got
run, Forrest!
Homemade sausages, which I'm kind of waiting for that to defrost because somebody forgot to take the meat out. Homemade hash browns, baked beans, poached egg, tomatoes, and mushrooms. So it should be some very tasty nom-noms. What were you up to today, my friends? It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the wonderful raid. Thank you, Defenders. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? Lovely to see you. What was I going to do as well? I forgot. Am I actually following you? I'm not. So let's fix that. There we go. We're giving you a cheeky follow as well. So I can come and catch you when you're streaming, if I can. And, oof. We were cooking too. What delicious delights were you making, my friend? What were you making? And you're most welcome. I love supporting other streamers, especially cooking streamers as well, because, you know, got to look after each other, right? Most important thing. And, what was I going to say? Something, but it's gone now. But yeah, kitchen. I need to get going. Great stream as always, Chef. I'll send you a PM in Discord. Have a great day. I'll see you next stream. Take care, everyone. Kitchen. You take care, buddy. Yeah, no worries. Give me a shout or whatever. We can have a chat at some point. If I don't get back to you straight away, don't worry. It's probably because I've got a very busy weekend ahead of me. I got so much stuff to do, but I will get back to you, and we can have a chit chat for sure. Definitely. You take care, buddy. Thank you for the follows as well, Ragnarok and Trina as well. Appreciate the follow, and thank you for the raid as well. Goodness me. Made lasagna, skillet meal prepped, some lunches for the weekend. Oh, that sounds amazing. Sounds delicious. Shrimp, scampi, and rice. I'm not gonna lie, I love shrimp. Shrimp scampi. Sounds delicious. Sounds really good. I hope you had a fantastic stream. No worries, Chef. I imagine you're quite busy. I'm not. Most weekends is not too bad, but this weekend. I don't want to think about this weekend. I really don't. Can we just stay Friday all day and just never end? Oh, yeah, I got a lot to do this weekend, but it's okay. I'll get it done. Aspie, thank you so much for the follow, and Muddy Soul as well. Appreciate it. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Right, so we're going to make a start on the baked beans next. So I want... Oh, wait, my onion's on in here. We got an onion up here somewhere? Oh, yeah, I got one left. And I got a red onion, but still. I'm not going to use a whole onion. This is going to be quite a lot. So I'm probably just going to use a very small amount. So maybe use a quarter or half. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're going to use some pinto beans as well. We're going to make a nice little kind of sauce with it. Put some Worcestershire sauce in there. Obviously, we're going to have like a tomatoey flavour in there as well. Fortunately, I don't have tomato paste or like a little small amount of passata, but I've got some canned tomatoes, but I'm not going to use all of them. So I'm probably going to use like... Maybe make the sauce and then add the beans, blend it up after, and then add the beans afterwards. But yeah, with the tomatoes, I'm probably going to add like a quarter of a can, and I'll use the rest of the can maybe, I don't know, during next week or something, because I've got a few tomato things to do next week. It went really well today. That's what I love to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed your stream. That sounds fantastic. Does that say bork or pork? It says bork, because sometimes I'm talking, and then suddenly I'm just like... Yeah. Sometimes I don't make sense, because I just kind of stopped in my tracks. That's why we have the borks, because I can't talk properly sometimes. So I'm probably thinking of too many things at once. That's usually the case. Right, so I'm like over multitasking, let's say. So, how you doing, Tim Zitz? What's up? Welcome back, buddy. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Also, guys, if you haven't entered the straw poll for next Friday's dish, please feel free to enter that exclamation mark poll, POLL, and also we got a giveaway still for not this weekend, but the weekend after, which I'll announce on my Discord. If you type in exclamation mark giveaway, it'll come up for you guys. So please feel free to enter the giveaway as well. Anyone can enter it. So that's 2 people can win £10 or $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. Right, so I'm just going to use half an onion. I'll use this rest of the onion for something else. Magic. So watch your fingers. Watch your fingers, guys. There we go. So, you only want, there's a little bit of skin. There it is. Gotcha. You only want like a little bit of onion in this. You don't want to go too ham with it. So I can use that little half an onion rest for something else at some point. So yeah. Vote duck. You want some cheeky duck spring rolls? I think the foe is taking over though. As soon as somebody said that, I was like, oh, I know what I'm making next Friday now. Yeah. But you never know. Maybe the duck will win. Vote duck if so. Let's have a look. What's going on the votes? Yeah, it's the chicken Alfredo's not that far behind. Not gonna lie, it's not far behind. Right. So I'm gonna wrap this up, wrap the other one up as well, and I can use them either probably tomorrow or something for the weekend. I'll use them for something. What have you been up to anyway, Chef? Chef, did you have a lovely time at TwitchCon? I know I raided you the other day, but I hope you had a nice time. I didn't really get much of a chance to chat with you. I was so busy that day. But be good to have a little catch up now. But I hope you're doing well. I know you said you're not feeling too good, but I hope you feel better soon. Hope you feel better soon. Ducks are friend, not food. They are both. They are both Dinder, I'm afraid. They're very tasty, but they're also good friends. Welcome back, Mr. Bot. How you doing, buddy? How's the trip going for you? Is it all going hunky-dories? Right, I need some garlic, right? Oh, yes. Wait, have I got any? Yeah, about 4 bulbs of the stuff. Thought I didn't have any. Doing well other than being sick. I'm good. I'm not glad you're sick. I'm glad you're doing well. Apart from being sick, obviously. But that would be even better if you weren't sick, right? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Went out for dinner and drinks with friends. Oh, awesome. Are you feeling a bit tipsy, Mr. Wop? Are you okay, good sir? Touch your nose for me, good sir. If you fall off your seat, I'm not liable if you hurt yourself. Masson, what's up? How you doing, my friend? Hey, how's things? Panel went well at TwitchCon. I did see it, and I just wanted to say thank you, guys. You did a fantastic job, honestly. Thank you so much for putting us out there more than anything. I'm good. Awesome beans. I'm glad you're doing good. Ducks are pets and invasion species and a delicious food. They're a bit of everything.